Hello, good evening, you guys. How is everybody doing? I'm going to give you all the opportunity to start coming in. I see one Hey, the Black Barbie. Quit, girl. Leave him alone. Hey, Rochelle. How are you guys doing? I see Ken. I see ZK. Y'all ready for another good show tonight? I see Miss Nelly. Yes, you guys, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I got this. Hey, Daryl. Listen, yeah, I got this Caesar salad in mind that I want to make a grilled chicken Caesar salad. And I forgot to take the breast out. So I'll probably just do fruit tonight. Hey, the man. Hey, the man. Hey, the man. We're going to wait and let some more people start coming in. Oh, we'll talk about, you know what, I rarely talked about the Covington situation. And then I see that Finesse 2 times and Hustle Cartel is beefing again. So we'll talk about that. Also, let's give some more people the opportunity to start getting the notifications. Hey, Tamarians. What's up, Cypress? I'm just letting more people get the opportunity. You know, we normally give them 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll talk about this. We'll talk about the Covington situation. Hmm. Hey, Miss Muffin, Miss Nelly. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? I wanted to talk about Treon Owens. We kind of talked about, hey, Great Face. We kind of talked a little bit about it on last night, right? We talked a little bit about it on last night. I'm back, boo. About who was with Treon, right? And I was looking for the article that they had put out about the Covington situation. I know there have been a lot of videos put up, you know. I think a lot of times when people start putting up a lot of different videos and spinning narratives and all of that, the truth kind of get lost in the sauce, right? When the truth of the matter is, now I remember seeing Miss Anita's son, okay, on another YouTube channel, and I remember the YouTuber asked him, you know, did he believe that what happened to his mother had anything to do with the Young Dolph's case? And he said yes. Okay. I do remember him saying yes, that he did. Okay. So hold on one second. Hold on. Y'all hit that like button for me.
So, children believe the possible connection to the slaying of young Dolph is helping solve the case.
Focusing on keeping you healthy.
Tied to crimes in Shelby, Tipton, and DeSoto County. 23-year-old Treon DeMarco Ingram is now charged in a fatal double shooting in Covington. In court documents uncovered by WREG Monday, we learned Ingram has been indicted by a grand jury for killing Anita Wilson and critically injuring Darnisha McLeod last November.
How does that feel to have
be quiet.
Woman last fall, as WREG's Bria
Y'all hush.
Jones explains her children believe the possible connection to the slaying of young Dolph is helping solve the case.
Tied to crimes in Shelby, Tipton, and DeSoto counties. 23-year-old Treon DeMarco Ingram is now charged in a fatal double shooting in Covington. In court documents uncovered by WREG Monday, we learned Ingram has been indicted by a grand jury for killing Anita Wilson and critically injuring Darnisha McLeod last November.
How does that feel to have officially someone indicted in your mother's killing?
It feels good for it to happen today because it ain't a birthday. It's like it was a kill for her.
Police say the two women were ambushed here at the intersection of College and Church as they were leaving a high school football game. The shooting happening next to the police department. Police Chief Donna Turner says the targeted attack is gang-related.
You definitely are sending a message when you jump out of a car at an intersection and shoot up another car with multiple rounds.
Detectives say two masked suspects jumped out of a stolen white two-door Mercedes-Benz carrying large assault rifles. And police say that same stolen car is possibly linked to the murder of young Dolph that occurred days later.
I can say this vehicle that was involved in this case was a stolen vehicle out of Memphis.
Turner says the car was later recovered in South Memphis. Wilson's family believes she was not the intended target.
I definitely feel like the situation with Dolph, brought light to my mom's situation.
It definitely
because of the car.
While one suspect is still on the run, Wilson's children are celebrating this victory of Ingram's first-degree murder and attempted murder charges on what would have been her 58th birthday.
Keep praying for us because it's hard.
In Covington, Bria Jones, WREG News Channel.
Okay, so, I already said that, the word is the person that is believed to have been with Treon, because again, they said that the suspect was on the run and all of that, a fugitive on the run. They never said who it was, nothing like that, right? It was straight drop. Okay, that's what I heard. That it was straight drop. That was actually the other person that was with Treon. And you know what's so weird? Like with Treon, everything is extremely quiet with Treon. Okay, everything is extremely quiet. Nobody really talks about his court that it's never televised. Nothing like that. It's never televised. So I mean, it makes you wonder, you know. Covington is a real small little town. Okay. But I wonder why nothing that really goes on with Treon is never televised. They're quite secretive with everything that goes on, but you know, allegedly, okay, and that it's more than likely the truth, okay. The person that was with Treon was straight drop. I think that's probably what Paul Hagerman says, that, you know, he had agreed with straight drop's attorney not to bring up the other crimes that he has been implicated in. Because y'all know he said he was a hired hitman. Now that's what he said on his Instagram. And Rose says, I heard it was straight drop supposedly, and that's why the judge told him he is involved in two other incidents. Okay. Where's Darnisha? I don't know. You know, I hear people say that Darnisha is Yo Gotti's baby's mother. Okay. And she has a son with him. Um, I don't know. You know, Darnisha has never, I guess she's never said anything publicly. I don't know. But they say that it was gang related. Okay. They're saying that it was gang related. Damn Drop was doing them. It seems like to me, Drop was doing whatever it took to try and get on. So why would he go down there to Covington, him and Treon? I'm probably sure Treon probably have told it. Okay, why they went down there to you know, Covington, to who they was at and all of that. Okay, the mere fact that Treon, everything is really quiet about Treyon's situation. Great Face, has there been any updates on what's going on with Treyon's case? Hey, Miss Butterfly. Is Great Face still in here? I want to know are there any updates on right. I mean, you never know what's going on with Treyon. You rarely even know when he goes to court. Okay, so I always found that, you know, interesting about Treyon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always found that interesting. Um Also, you know, I get to thinking about, because they was really on a rampage, okay? And this young man is often forgot about, or he was, okay, in the public.
Once a crime scene is now a growing tribute to the life of young Dolph. Tonight, we caught up with the man who takes time daily to maintain the growing memorial to the rapper. So Brad Broders is live at the mural with a story you'll only see on ABC 24. So Brad, who is this gentleman that cares so much?
Hey, the realty.
Yeah, good evening, Rudy. Jeremiah Taylor, that's his name. He said he spends at least 15 minutes here each day, tidying, organizing, and adding on to this memorial for young Dolph that's growing in size and significance, with fans sharing fellowship. whether it's a spray paint bottle or staple gun in hand. Jeremiah Taylor is a man on a mission each day at this memorial honoring slain Memphis rapper Young Dolph on Airways Boulevard.
He was a legend, he was a king, so his stuff deserves to be treated as such.
For Taylor, the persistence is personal. He, like Dolph, grew up in the Castalia Heights neighborhood, went to Hamilton High, and met the rapper several times.
It was very hard. It started off as me trying to get myself out of a rut. This really put me in a bad situation mentally or whatever. And so just for my mental health, it started out, all right, let me get to doing something positive.
So starting about 3 days after Dolph's death, inside Makita's Cookies, outside the store, Taylor, along with local activist Frank Gotti, make daily trips to organize, beautify, and freshen up this growing tribute.
And I want them to know, people around the world to know, yeah, we care about Dolph. We're not just going to have this stuff looking on any type of way.
Taylor provided this time-lapse video from 3 weeks ago showing the progress across hours. As of Friday, thousands of well-wishers signed their names and expressed their feelings about Dolph's life and his legacy.
The love he had, and a lot of people realizing and now seeing that's the person that he always was, taking care of his community, being a philanthropist, and really promoting financial independence and the morals that he taught.
Now, Taylor said he's met people from as far away as New York and California who've added art to this memorial. He's hopeful that if this Makita's Cookie store eventually reopens, there will be a...
Okay. So, oftentimes we forget about, okay? You know what? I saw that. Thank you, Miss Butterfly. I saw where Tasha K was talking about that supposedly, Angela and Yo Gotti broke up. Okay, I guess her contract ended and maybe he didn't want to renew it or something. I don't know. Or maybe she didn't want to renew it. Because I believe it was a contractual type situation. I think it was a contractual type situation. And that contract ended, okay? But y'all, what happened? What happened to Jeremiah? Yeah, what happened to Jeremiah? Nobody could ever convince me. And nobody could ever convince me that a jealous husband or a jealous boyfriend killed Jeremiah. Somebody that was really in relation to this Dolph. Whatever happened to Jeremiah lies in the world of this young Dolph's case. Okay. Now, I didn't talk about the Jeremiah's case for a long time because I was especially in the beginning, I was told do not talk about that case. Okay. And so I didn't talk about it. Okay. So Quip possibly orchestrated hits on Dolph, Anita, Jeremiah, Jook, and Teasy. I think with Jeremiah, whoever it was, they said Jeremiah had been getting threats. Okay. Whoever it was really hated young Dolph. Okay. They wanted for him to stop. All he was doing was taking care of the mural. So whoever that was had a deep hate for young Dolph. Well, the person had a deep hate and they paid somebody to do it. Okay. That's what I believe. Who it was, I don't know. CEO Tease's name came up on the internet, that is, okay, as being one of the ones that unalived Jeremiah Taylor. I don't know if that's true. Okay. But that is one of the names that came up. Okay. CEO Teasy on the internet. Okay. On the internet. So, I don't really know. But what I do know is that it's unfortunate. It's probably going to be unfortunate for a lot of people when they do finish with, because Jeremiah's case is not cold either. Okay, I guess I just need to serve notice to those who think that they got away with setting that boy up. It ain't cold. Okay. So, with Jeremiah's case, I think it's probably almost sickening what people do for money. Okay. Um, just like with Young Dolph's case, but Jeremiah's case ain't cold either. So that his case is one of those ones. The reason I'm ready for a lot of these young men cases to be solved is because I want for these young men to actually witness the downfall of being a damn hitman. Okay. I want them to witness the downfall of those who were sent out to take somebody's loved one's life, to go and take a human being's life. All Jeremiah Taylor was doing was cleaning up a mural, right? And somebody in a black Mercedes, okay, a black painted Mercedes, okay, went and killed him. But why though? Why would they want to kill somebody that was just cleaning up a mural? Because around that time, they was gone crazy. They was a lot of people was just gone crazy. They thought that they could just take out whoever they wanted to take out to keep them quiet. Okay. See, I'll never forget. Okay, I think I've talked about this story. I think I've talked about this story before. What happened when I first started blogging on the Young Doss case. That's why I won't let up. Okay. Um, that's why I won't let up. I remember it was around February or March of 2022. My right hand to the Lord. Okay. And I get a call from somebody named, he identified himself as OG Big Black. That's what he said. And so he says that he wanted, this was in 2022, OG Black. Okay. He said he wanted he wanted to come over to my office because he wanted to hire me to see if somebody had been in jail. I found it weird that he said his name was OG Black. Okay. I called the investigators immediately because I knew I had been dropping jewels on I had just started blogging on the case, but I've always been very, suspicious of everything and everything. So, anyways, when we ran his phone number, it came back from it came back from an address in Irving, Texas. See, at that time, I really didn't know everything. I was just vlogging on the case because everybody else was vlogging on the case. Okay. And the phone number, even though it was a 901 number, OG Black was living in Irving, Texas. Okay. And so, it really struck me later on when I found out that's where Shondell Lee, he had been living in Irving. So I remember him, saying, I got the money, you there, where you located so I can bring you the money. I said, we could talk right now on the phone. Okay. I said, you got Cash App? You could PayPal me or Cash App me. Okay. I said we could everything you need, we could talk on the phone. We don't have to meet in person. And so of course I got him to give me his email address, and of course we ran this information with that. Still coming back from Irving, Texas. Irving, and it was another city in Texas. Irving, it wasn't Arlington. It was Irving and another city right around Irving. Was it Arlington? It wasn't Arlington. It was Irving and somewhere else. Okay. And so yeah, when I told him, I said, you know what, I'm going to. So I called somebody and they was like, yeah, that sounds really weird. I tell you what, tell him that you can meet him at the office and we'll be there. We need to lay our eyes on him. And when I called him back, I said, oh, are you in the Memphis area? Because I can meet you at the office. No, I ain't in the Memphis area. But you had just said you wanted to meet me though. Okay. So I knew at that point they was gone crazy. Okay. They was anybody that was talking about on the Young Dogs case, they thought they could just, whoever it was, thought they could just kill out everybody. Okay. I think that's one of the reasons why, sometimes they talk about, people looking at, I be having the police looking at my show. First of all, I think, the officers and stuff that be on my vlog in the bushes, they, first of all, a lot of them I'm really cool with because I work with. The others are probably the investigators because I've had to take so many damn reports because of a lot of stuff that I never said. It's a lot of stuff that has gone on that I have never even talked about. Okay. That's why I know how these people was out here just crazy, trying to kill, like, I guess anybody that was speaking on the Young Dogs case, they thought they could just kill everybody out. I think that's one of the reasons why, another one of the reasons why this case, there's such a determination to, all of the hits. People just, maybe they know something. We're going to kill them. It could be this person. We're going to go ahead and knock them down. A lot of that was going on. Okay. A lot of that was going on. So, hey, y'all stop. So, it's sad. It is. It really is sad. But I get to thinking about Jeremiah Taylor. And so because it was around that time, because I do believe that Jeremiah was taken out right around that time. Now, I'm a damn woman. Why would they want to try to do something to a woman? Ought to be ashamed of themselves, black ass motherfuckers. Okay, why would they want to try to do something to a woman? They was born of a woman. Bunch of damn bitches. Okay? But that's around the time that Jeremiah was hit. That's why I know. See, a lot of this stuff, y'all have to understand, these folks was already being watched and looked at, and they just kept on. They just stupid as hell, just dumb. Okay? You out here just taking human lives. I mean, what they should have did was they never should have killed Young Dog. If they had never participated in what happened to young Dolph, a lot of this stuff wouldn't, they wouldn't be consistently looking over their shoulders. And a lot of them got reasons to be looking over their shoulders. So their day is gonna come. Okay. He said no call. Yeah, you could tell they sissies. Because that's what sissies do. Mess with women. He never called back. Okay, he never called back anymore. Because they was gonna they was gonna post up in my office and wait for his ass to walk in. Okay. But then when I called him back after he was trying to get, asked me where you located at to see, I guess to get me to a location. When I called him back, it seemed like I spooked him because he said he wasn't even in Memphis. Okay. He was gonna have a bad day that day though, if he had brought his ass up in there or whoever. They was gonna have a bad day. Okay. So that got me to thinking about, Jeremiah. What happened to Jeremiah? I believe, and many others believe, that what happened to Jeremiah lies in the world of him taking care of their mural. But why though? Just menaces. Because all he was doing was cleaning a mural. That's it. Yeah, that's gonna come up. I'm telling y'all, this stuff with Jeremiah is gonna come up. Yeah, it's something about them Mercedeses. Big Stepper was in that area, wasn't he? Whatever happened to him? He claimed he was rainwater. Yeah, he is in that area. Okay. So, I want to see a lot of these cases solved, number one, so that their family can get peace. The person can, because Jeremiah was just killed for no reason, I believe. I think they just killed him for no reason. No reason at all. Okay. Um, yeah, they did. It was to send a message. I guess they thought they was gangsters. They the Italians, I guess. John Gotti and them. We're gonna take out anybody. You talk about Dolph. We're gonna spread fear throughout the city of Memphis, and it backfired on them. Okay, they really ought to be ashamed of themselves, whoever it was that did all of this stuff. Okay, because Jeremiah did nothing. Okay, what he was trying to do was keep the legacy alive as it relates to Young Dolph. Now, people had said that the owner had said that he wanted for Jeremiah to stop cleaning up the mural or something. Hell, he was cleaning up the mural. When people put roses and stuff out there, hell, they be everywhere. All he was doing was cleaning it up. So I don't know why the owner would be mad about that. So I don't know if that's true or not. Because they started trying to say the old man had something to do with what happened to Jeremiah. Jeremiah's situation was weird. He was cleaning up Dolph mural, ended up on a blogger page with an interview, and was killed weeks later. The same blogger that was friends with quit. Oh wow. Antico says, Miss T, I'm finally getting back to normal with the kids and wife. Good to hear, still going strong. Thank you, Antico. Thank you, Antico. Antico's from Memphis too, you guys. Oh, wow. So, you guys, I don't know, it's, hey, Dorian. Dorian says, Go Man put Skull and Raven together to get to Jeremiah. Y'all think so? Oh, Lord Jesus. Stan G said one day, Stan G, I spit water and stuff everywhere. Stan G almost tickled me to death. I was looking at Stan G one day and it just came out of nowhere. He said, yeah, you know. He said, yeah, you know. Go Man put a hit on what's the guy name that came I don't know why my mind blanks out. What's the guy name from out of Memphis, the producer that went on that was on Stan G's show? I cannot believe I forgot that man's name that quick. What was his name, y'all? The light-skinned guy that said that got it in them came to him to solicit some people. I cannot believe I forgot his name. The producer. The light-skinned guy. Yeah, Mr. N. Mr. N. Listen, Stan G was talking one day out of nowhere. He said, yeah. And he was talking about something else and just out of left field, he said, yeah. And Govan put a hit on Mr. N. I hollered so loud. It was ridiculous. Oh my God. That was so funny to me. I said, Lord Jesus. Hey, I don't know, but you know, Stan G funny to me. But I had never heard that before. I ain't saying it's not true. I'm just saying the way that he said it. I said, Lord have mercy, Govan out here putting hits on everybody. If I didn't holler. He said, fee, Lord have mercy. Greyface says we need Mr. N in the chat. I'm trying to think if Mr. N has ever been in my chat. I don't think so. Oh, Greyface says Stan G ain't lying. I thought Go Man and Mr. N was friends that grew up together. That's the reason why I laughed. I hollered. I thought I don't know. I thought Stan G was really horsing around. I mean, Tamarian says, I don't think he was lying either at Greyface. I mean, somebody be telling Stan G these things now. I don't know. Mr. N has never been in my chat. They did grow up together. Mr. N said, yeah, I thought that's the reason why I thought it was funny. Because I when he said that, because I thought I had remembered Mr. N saying that him and Govan was friends and they had grown up together. I actually thought Stan G was probably saying it because he might have been mad at Govan. That's the reason why it was so funny to me. Friends knock down friends every day. C. Haynes says Govan is the Charles Branson of Memphis, a vigilante taking everyone. That's the reason why I laughed so loud. I said, yeah, you're right. When Stan G said that, I hollered. Tamarian says, I could have sworn he came in your chat. Mr. N came in my, He probably did. It'd be people to come into my chat and I don't be remembering. But Greyface said it's the truth. But y'all, who did that to Jeremiah? You know, um, I thought Jeremiah's case was close to being solved last year. I guess it's one thing to know what happened. It's another thing to prove it, I guess. But I actually thought that it was going to be announced that that case was solved. That case is not cold. So don't ever believe that. Well, I thought it was going to be announced of, what had happened and, the people that did it. Greyface says, how much Mr. N charged? See, I'm going to tell y'all something. It takes a little longer with these cases when it's a hit. They paid somebody to kill that boy. It's sad. And Jeremiah didn't do nothing. He was just cleaning up a mural. Greyface says, how much Mr. N charged for an interview? I think Mr. N told me 15. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that, but because I don't think people be wanting for you to tell how much you charge for interviews. I don't know. But I think he could have said something else though. He said, Greyface be knowing. Yeah, Greyface knows now. If Greyface said it's more than likely true. Neil says Jeremiah killing was absolutely pointless. Yeah, it was pointless. Miss Nellie Greyface, UB100. Dorian says Raven took him to Skull. Then he gets knocked in. Dorian, I'm going to tell you something, what I used to think when you used to come into my chat. Now I know that you're not. I used to think that you was on Ann. I did. I used to think that you was on Ann because the word on the YouTube streets was that you was on Ann. Neil says, I don't care. Yeah, everybody did. Everybody thought that you was on there. Neil says, I don't care what anyone says, Ray. And because I almost blocked you. When I saw you come into my chat, I said, Lord, he in here. Because all his other channels blocked. Okay. And I was like, they say that Dorian Gray guy is him. And I almost blocked you, but I get distracted quick. I don't know why I didn't. Mr. Parker says, she once thought on there and sent me to yeah. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. It's a lot of people I done cussed out because I thought that they were sent by certain vloggers and certain I got so many people in my block. I probably got about, I don't know, about 500 or 600 people blocked. And they twist it because they go make other pages. Okay, they see they block and go make another page. That's when you need to seek some help. Okay, if I block you and you go make another page to come up in here, you need help. Okay. Yeah. So y'all, what happened? What y'all think happened to Jeremiah? What y'all think happened to him? Yeah, God covered me. God takes real good care of me. God takes very good care of me. Now, all I was doing just blogging on a case, something I've been doing, doing stories and stuff. I mean, I ain't know people, but that was that spirit. That's why young Doc was unfortunately assassinated, because of words. They didn't want him saying what they didn't want him to say. So they killed him. They couldn't control him, so they killed him. So it seems like all these people that was involved in taking out young Dolph, they got that spirit. If you say what I don't want you to say, I'm going to risk it all and kill you. I'm going to go get a bunch of damn fools, okay? And I'm going to have somebody take you out. And then they end up losing everything. Because God protects his chosen people. I don't know, Dorian. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I would say I doubt that. Because you had crime scene out there that had collected everything that was of significance. I mean, that's just my opinion. Who is the professor, the Alabama hitter? Who is the professor? Y'all know I be missing stories because I didn't know who that Carmelo Anthony guy was. I'm eating some cashews because I haven't eaten. I'm eating some cashews because I haven't eaten. Alabama, who is the professor? Get y'all asses back now. Go on now. I can't even eat my cashews. They want them. I have to eat my apple because I have not eaten anything. I haven't been feeling good, really. It's in the comments. Okay, let me see. I don't see it here though. Okay. You could just text it to me. My cashews are lightly salted because I don't like salt like that. Like I can't eat them with salt. A lot of salt. Anyways, you guys, I'm praying that Jeremiah's case is solved this year. It's not cold. He said, see if the professor gets bond tomorrow. I wonder why I can't see who the professor is. Okay. Anyways, you guys, we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that, but Hustle Cartel and Finesse 2 Times is into it. Okay. Now, you know, I'm beginning to think something is wrong with Hustle Cartel. Okay. You know, you got to be a damn fool to be calling a child to get him involved in a beef. It must be a name that I got blocked, Alabama Hitter. If it don't come up, that means I got the name blocked.
Let me run my shares over. Let me run these shares up and get these people in this camp real quick. Yeah. Hold on. Let's talk about that since we talking. Yeah, let's talk about, nigga, how you walk off to the bathroom and your bitch sent her eye fucking a nigga. Nigga didn't even know what the fuck a credit card was. Worried about the next man. Yeah. Let me get on this
Hustle
motherfucker real
Cartel
quick.
is into it with Finesse 2 Times, so he
What's
went
up with it,
live
Eddie?
on Finesse
What's
2
good
Times.
with it, Crow? Yeah, I'm glad I'm in this bitch early. What it do, gang? Yeah. Hey, first off, we can talk about that motherfucking Finesse. Let's talk about how you was staying in Houston, right? But now you staying with your mama all of a sudden, bitch ass nigga. Yeah. Let's talk about how you just got put out the house that you was staying in Houston. Now you staying with your mama. And if anything I'm saying a lie, come on here and correct me, nigga. Oh God. Your broke ass just got evicted out that house you was staying in. On Jesus Christ. Nigga, you're living with your mama in Houston. You, Lil Jew, his daddy, your whole entourage living in your motherfucking mama house. Yeah. Let's talk about that first. You know, we're gonna talk about that first. Since we on here. What type of grown ass motherfucking rapper, you know what I'm saying? How you get kicked out your own motherfucking house? Now you stand with your motherfucking mama though. Make some sense to me, cause I don't understand that type of shit. Any nigga getting real money, I ain't finna be worried about the next man. Nigga, every time I go on your page, nigga, people tagging me every day. You such a fan of Hustle Cartel, all because Lil King got away from your broke bum ass. Yeah, you Percocet snoring bitch. Let's talk about all this type of shit, yeah. I hope you get you a bad perk. Yeah, you was a Percocet snorting ass bitch. I promise you, get you a bad one. I can't wait till you do. Weak ass nigga. Yeah, since you on here playing with my character. So first off, you ain't got that crib no more. And if you do got it, on God, you can't go live right now, because on my life, nigga, you ain't got that house no more, nigga. You staying with your mama in Houston, Texas. You had a crib. You just got put out that motherfucker. Because why? You couldn't pay motherfucking rent. On Jesus. He about to build another one. With what credit? He out there working with my guy, Mike the credit builder, but Finesse ain't even got... Let me tell y'all something about this bitch ass nigga. When I went around this nigga, I'm the nigga who helped this nigga understand what the fuck a credit card was. The dumbass nigga didn't even know what the fuck a credit card was. He started asking me, Hustle, what the credit cards do? Like, I ain't got no credit card. And that's on Jesus Christ. I'm not lying about nothing I'm on here talking about, bro. That bitch ass retarded nigga didn't even know what the fuck a credit card was and how to use a credit card. On my, like him or his bum ass bitch, couldn't tell you how to work a credit card right now. He ain't got a credit card to his name because he retarded. He don't know how to work a credit card. Don't know how the shit work, how to pay back. Yeah, tell the nigga he's a hater. Hold on. So let's talk about it all. Let's talk about it all. And any questions y'all got, I'm here for it. Yeah. Let me see. Now let's talk about this. When I was around you, you clown goofy ass nigga. Let's talk about your bitch. When you ain't around, how she begging Hustle Cartel because she has some motherfucking money. Let's talk about that, nigga, since we talking. Yeah. Yeah, Suge. Let's talk about that since we talking. Yeah, let's talk about, nigga, how you walk off to the bathroom and your bitch sent her eye fucking a nigga. You remember that day we was at that restaurant when we was getting the restaurant when we was up there when you was trying to dodge exclusive? Let me get these folks the real spill about your clown bitch ass though. Let me get these folks the real spill about you. Let's talk about all this shit, cause boy, I be trying to spur you. That's why I don't even mention you, nigga. I don't mention you, Finesse. Nigga, I don't say nothing to you, bro. I live my life. You so mad about King, nigga, when you already knew what the fuck you was doing with King, bitch ass nigga. You already knew. You wasn't being a real motherfucking father figure to him. And you knew that. And then you come on the internet trying to play crazy. King did this. King did that. Man, hoe ass nigga, you wouldn't even get your fat ass up, nigga. Nigga, I was the nigga getting King up for motherfucking online school, nigga. And I got the text to prove it. Hoe ass nigga, hustle, get up, bro. Can you get King up for school? Yeah, you lame, perk snorting ass bitch. You ain't no real motherfucking father, nigga. That's why you ain't got your motherfucking daughter right now, hoe ass nigga. You ain't got no kids around you but that newborn baby you just had. And then the fat bitch that you go with, Suge, that hoe got 7, 8 kids. That bitch ain't got now one of her kids, nigga. Yeah, let's talk about all that. And why she ain't got her kids? Why her mama got them? Because she an unfit parent. That bitch out here flaunting around with the newborn like she some motherfucking excellent mama or some shit. Man, that hoe a bum, nigga. You supposed to be $1 million nigga. That bitch ain't got not one of her kids, nigga. You ain't got not one of your kids with you. And if I'm lying, show me I'm lying, nigga. Yeah. Let's talk about all that type of shit. Yeah, nigga. You ain't got no kids with you. That's your biological, but the newborn. Suge ain't got none of her 8, and you ain't got none of your 8. That's 16 kids that's missing, staying with your motherfucking mama and the baby mamas and the grandmas. How the fuck do that work, you bum petty ass nigga? Yeah. Let's talk about that Rolls Royce that you sit up here and made this fake ass video to. Look you, wake up. Come get this Rolls Royce. That's on Jesus Christ, nigga. That Rolls Royce came from my nigga in Houston at the car rental place. That's my dog. Yeah, Houston Car Rentals. Guess where the fuck that motherfucking Rolls Royce came from, nigga? You just sit up and make this lollygag ass video. Look, you wake up. We giving Rolls Royces. You leased that bitch for about 2 months. Now that bitch gone back to the dealership. If I'm lying, go live and show me, nigga. You can't show a house on Jesus Christ. You staying with your mama right now, Finesse. You can't show a car that you own on Jesus Christ. You don't own no car, nigga. You was telling me to print you some paper tags, nigga, to go on the bulletproof truck that got repoed. I'm just like, nigga, you retarded because now you on war with the wrong one. You see what I'm saying? Like, you on war with the wrong one. Then you sit up here steady making posts about me every day. Nigga, I be letting you live your life. Nigga, I don't bother your fat, weak ass. You don't want to fight. All you want to do every time I say something about fighting, oh, we finna fight now. I don't want to fight on camera. Why? Let me beat you up on camera so I can show the world how weak you is. You wanna say, oh, I'm going to send my little young niggas. Nah, nigga, you come do it. Anybody can have a send-off. I got plenty of send-offs I can send too. Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. Yeah. I can send any random young YN, as they call them, these young niggas, these gangsters. I can do the same shit, bro. But what I'm going to get out of that?
Dude.
Yeah, because you already tried to send one. I got all the details. Since we out here motherfucking talking, you already tried to send one. I'm going to expose your bitch ass on her since I'm on here too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you was a lame ass nigga. Nigga, on Jesus Christ, that nigga staying with his motherfucking mama right now. Yeah. And I fuck with his mama. She cool than a motherfucker. But yeah, he's at home with mama right now. Tell the nigga to go live right now in his house and walk around that bitch. He can't. Oh God, he can't. Tell him to show us the car he own. Let's talk about that TRX truck that's in my brother Rodney Penn's names, bitch. That you blew the motor up in. Now you don't want to pay him no more for that motherfucking TRX truck. Let's talk about that. Your own cameraman, Rodney Penn's. Bitch ass nigga. You done blew the motor up in this motherfucking truck. Speed dogging that motherfucking hole. He told you it need a new motor. You told him you don't want to pay the note no more because you blew the motor up. What type of bum ass shit you on, nigga? On my life. Yeah, you was a bum ass nigga. Anything, nigga, I got I own, nigga. Lamborghini outside. Corvette outside. All 10 cars outside, nigga. Now you show me your motherfucking cars. Show me that Rolls Royce pink slip. You can't. Nigga, you don't own no Rolls Royce. Nigga, you don't own a car. And that's on Jesus Christ. Nigga, I'm finna expose. Boy, I couldn't wait to get on this motherfucking pop shit on your bitch ass. Cause I know you're on here watching. On my mama grave, nigga. Your bitch ain't even got a car, nigga. Suge ain't even got a car. On my mama grave, nigga. Look, you ain't got a motherfucking car. Ain't none of them do boys. I guarantee you ain't gonna do that because you too scary. I'm gonna humiliate you. Then show me a title. Oh God. Show me one title, nigga. I promise. You show me a title, I'll show you $10,000. Swear to God. No, I will give you 10K. Show me a title, I'll give you. Think that's pimping, nigga. That ain't pimping, nigga. What's pimping to me? Let your homeboys fuck your bitch. Show me. I'm gonna let them have it. Yeah. We want to see you fight. We want to see you step on some shit, nigga. Yeah. I want you to get these hands one good time. And I don't care about that. Let me just beat you up, and I'm gonna give you what you want. One-on-one, on camera. We can get in real life, or we can get in the ring.
Now, Hustle Cartel, from the day he stepped on the scene, and I don't really have any issues with what people do as long as they're not hurting other people, but he's always seemed extremely flamboyant. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's he's always seemed that way. I always had issues with King, him having King, because I don't really think that he had the best interest of King either. And this right here goes to show that I don't know how old Hustle Cartel is, but he too old to be doing a lot of what he do. Okay.
Let me just beat you up and go and get it over with. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Let's do some shit. Let's put the guns down, because anybody can send a hit. Because if you try to send another hit and you don't complete the mission, on Jesus Christ, nigga, you better go put your family up. I'm telling you now. Yeah, that's what you better do, puss ass nigga. What's up, King? What's up, King? On this bitch talking about Finessee all week, fat bitch ass. Yeah. Nigga can't stop the shit. Yeah, nigga sit up here. He want to argue with you, but he don't want to play with me. On God, he don't. I'm gonna let him have it. Yeah, his old fat, dusty bitch ass. Yeah. While we on here talking, let's talk whatever we talking about on this motherfucker. How ain't nobody got no car around this nigga? Little Jew want to go to college, but can't go to motherfucking college because why? He got to sit up under his motherfucking brother all day and be a fucking bum and do boy, just like his old ass punk ass daddy. And since we out here talking about his daddy, nigga, tell him what happened in the room that day. Since we out here talking about it, nigga, tell him what happened in the room that day. Since you said, look, I couldn't wait to get on here. Nigga, since you said, Big Jew check me, call Rock, call anybody on this bitch, and they'll tell you, nigga, I checked the fuck out of Big Jew daddy, and Lil Jew sat his whole ass on the couch and didn't say nothing to me. Yeah, let's talk about all that. You niggas is flogging. All them niggas. You say what, King? I'll pour that one on. I am. Yeah, you niggas is flogging over that motherfucker. Yeah, you mad about this nigga. This what the shit all over. You mad about that nigga. That's what the fuck you mad for, nigga. Yeah, the fuck you sent her mad for, bitch.
Now, why would Hustle Cartel call King a little boy and try to pull him in so that he could get King to say something? King wouldn't say anything this time. It don't look like from what I can see. Why would he call a child and try to pull a child into what he had going on? Okay, with his titties hanging. Okay, so it looked like he got on a bra. Okay. So I have issues with Hustle Cartel simply because it's one thing for him and Finesse 2 times to beef. It's another thing when he tried to call King and pull King into his beef. King is still a child, 10, 11 years old. I think he's already been exposed. They've already exposed him to too much. Okay, they've already exposed King to too much. Hey, Tyranny, and then they call him. Okay, and try and pull him in to some stuff he ain't got no business being pulled in. So yeah. I know. He said a lot. I can't listen to all the rest of it, I guess, because he's saying the same thing over and over again. It started to give me a headache. Okay. But it just goes to show, like I said, I'm not saying Finesse 2 times is innocent. I'm sure he do a lot of crazy stuff because everybody be mad at Finesse 2 times, right? But at the same time, like, I had an issue when I saw that with him getting King on the phone and trying to pull a child into a bunch of mess again. Okay, it seemed like to me King is more mature than Hustle Cartel. Okay, it seemed like me because Hustle Cartel might want sugar. Okay, maybe that's what's going on. He wants sugar. I don't know who's going to court tomorrow. I think they talk about one of the vloggers. Okay, so y'all, listen, the entertainment world is something else. It is. It's something else. It's really sad. That's right, Jermaine. He does not have any good role models. And like I said, King seemed to be more mature than Hustle Cartel because he didn't say anything. And I'm glad. King tired of them using him as a pawn. Okay. And they see CPS and everybody has been involved as it relates to King. So why would he call King to try to get him into a beef to get him in trouble? Also, King got more sense than Hustle Cartel, but when people want to use you as a pawn, they don't really care what you have to go through. Okay? They don't really care what you got going on. All they want is to be able to use you at that moment. And that old Negro wanted to be able to use that baby, and the baby had more sense than him. Okay. So to me, it's just sad, Hey, he said that Finesse 2 times is doesn't have any money. He probably don't. Now, Finesse 2 times came out blazing. I don't really know what's going on with Finesse 2 times, but Finesse 2 times is definitely a talented rapper. Finesse 2 times supposed to be further along than what he is because he was moving fast. But okay, yeah, I know what happened to him. He started falling out with mob ties, and I think what they started trying to do was hold him back because that's what they do. That's what they do. Anyways, you guys, yeah, I got to get off here. I need to I need to make I could taste that grilled Caesar salad that I want to grill tonight. So I'm getting ready to get off of here so that I can grill it. But I'm gonna get back on tonight, you guys. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.